Hi everybody. Well, I've done something this week that I don't normally do while I'm traveling. Okay, I noticed myself getting into some very bad habits on my last two cruises, including this one. So on the edge, I ate a lot on the edge. And if you saw any of my videos at home with my ice cream and stuff like that, I failed miserably at home on my eating as well. And now I'm on this cruise. And let's be honest, this cruise has been rainy. It has been rainy and cold and windy, beautiful, fun, having a great time. But windy, cold, beautiful. And when you're in this kind of mood, what do you do when you're on a cruise ship? Yeah, eat. And the food is everywhere. And not only is the food everywhere, it's really good. The buffet has been really good. The International Cafe has been very good. World Fresh Marketplace is great. The specialty dining has been great. Everything has been top-notch food. And I noticed, and what do I do when I go to shore? I bring snacks back on board as well, because they don't have things like chips or chocolate really on board. So yeah, if I wanted anything sweet or anything, I would bring that on board, and I bought a lot of that stuff. And yeah, I noticed I'm getting some stuff here that I, as a 58-year-old man, I shouldn't have. But what have I done now? What have I done on this cruise? So, not last week, but I started on Sunday that just went by in Seattle for my second part of this cruise. I actually started going to the gym. I know many of you are shocked. Now, what I usually like to do on a cruise is I usually like to walk around the top decks. I like to walk around the jogging track, get my steps in that way, and breathe the fresh air and see the scenery, watch the ocean go by. But it's been rainy, and it's been cold, and it's been miserable on those top decks when you're walking around some days. But not only that, the walking track here on the Majestic Princess is not the best one. That's probably one of my... If you were a runner on this ship, you would not like the running track. It's narrow, it turns, it's only part of the upper deck, like a third. It cuts through the sports deck. No, it's not a good running deck. It really is not. I prefer the ones that you have much wider and much more space to walk around. This ship is designed a little different than some of the other Royal class ships, but I didn't like doing that. So I wandered into the gym, and the gyms on cruise ships are amazing. They have the most high-tech equipment that you could ask for. And they're all set up. Doesn't matter which one you go to. I mean, Alicia, my friend, when she was on the Edge, raved about the gym on the Celebrity Edge. And I will rave about the gym on the Majestic Princess. They have the beautiful rowing machines. They have elliptical machines. They have the treadmills. I've been doing the treadmill every day. I really love this. I love this treadmill so much. I went down to my stateroom and said, you know what, I want to see if I could order one of these. I would love one of these in my house, but I didn't have the $11,000 to spend on a treadmill. I can go on a lot of cruises and use the treadmills on the cruise for $11,000. So yeah, but there's like 30 of them up there, 40, 50 of them up there, and that just goes to show you how much they put into their exercise equipment on cruise ships. So I've been to the gym every single day, and I've been doing different routines on it. One day I was doing a pace, so do a certain pace all the way for 5 kilometers. Then the next one I would do like a mountain walk where it keeps leveling you up and moving your levels. And then I did another one that was interval workout, where you would walk at one pace and then it would pick it up by two miles an hour, and then it would slow it down again and it would pick it up even faster. And it was always built around getting your heart rate up and working, and fat burning and stuff like that. And I will admit, I feel much better this week than I was feeling last week. I was feeling stuffed a lot and tired a lot. Now, a lot of that tiredness my first week was me probably getting acclimated to the time zones here, because I come from Ottawa, and by the time you get on your way into Alaska, it's 4 hours difference. So when you're saying, oh, here comes our first shore excursion, we're pulling into the dock, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, a nice early day, we don't leave till 9 o'clock tonight. Yeah, except that 1 o'clock when I arrive here is really 5 o'clock for me. So it's really the end of my day. And when you're, hey, let's go see the 9:15 show. Oh, well, the 9:15 is 1:15 in the morning to me. So I'm pretty tired by then, and it took me a while to get acclimated to this. But I'm more acclimated this week because I was more relaxed this week. I've seen the shows. I didn't have to rush to the shows. I knew what to expect. I could take in other things that I wasn't able to do the first time because they were running at the same time that I wanted to do something else. So if I wanted to see Sweet Soul Music Broadway show in the theater, well, this Love and Marriage game show was going on at the same time, so you couldn't do both. Or if you went to the chef's table, well, the chef's table was on the same night as this was going on. You know what I mean? But so I've been enjoying the cruise that way. But I will admit, I really enjoyed going to the gym, and it was struggle. I walk a lot. I do 10,000 steps a day in my house all the time. But throw in that interval workout and the speeding up and the slowing down and all that, it was much harder on me than just walking around my island or walking around my house, like in my neighborhood. So I did like that. So I'm going to issue myself a little bit of a challenge. And so here's my challenge. I am flying back home on Monday. So I will get home Monday, so I'll be there Tuesday, which I believe is, let's see, the 26th we arrive, 27th, that's the 28th of the month. And I leave on the 14th of next month again. And I'm heading for a 15-day cruise. Now, on that 15-day cruise, there are a ton of sea days. I did not realize how many sea days were on this cruise until I looked at it just last night. And I think it starts off like you leave Los Angeles and you have 2 sea days. And then you're in Puerto Vallarta, and then you have 4 sea days. And then you're in the Panama Canal. Well, that's great, except that's kind of a sea day too, right? And then you have 3 more sea days. It's just lots of sea days. So I'm making a promise to myself that I'm going to continue my gym experience when I'm on that ship. So what I'm going to do is the day before I leave, I'm going to weigh myself before I take off for my flight. And then I'm going to weigh myself the day I arrive back home. Now, that's not my only cruise. I'm doing 15 days of that one. Then I spend 3 days in Florida, and then I'm on a little 2-day cruise to see a brand new ship out there. The Celebrity Apex is hosting travel agents and people in the industry and showing them the brand new ship that just sailed across into North America. And then from there, I rebooked, because my first one was canceled, the Odyssey of the Seas. And I'm going to jump on the Odyssey of the Seas for 5 days. So I'm going to be traveling a lot next month. Almost a full month worth of traveling. It's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 5, 27 days. I will be, and that's not including the traveling. So 28, 29 days I'm going to be on the road. And I want to see, here's my challenge. Can I, with all that traveling, restaurant food, buffet food, and all this kind of stuff, can I actually come back from that amount of traveling weighing less than I did before I leave. And I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to go home and just stuff my face and gain 10 pounds. That kind of defeats the purpose, right? That would kind of defeat the purpose completely. But I want to weigh myself exactly before I leave, and on the day after, like the morning when I get back after that trip, and see if I can actually either lose weight or lose inches. Because it's going to be hard to lose weight when the food is so plentiful. But it's maybe not hard to lose some inches when I'm exercising more. But I got to keep it up. So that's my challenge. And you can follow along with me here. I will announce it on this channel, probably the other channel. But yeah, it's going to be rough. Almost 30 days of traveling in a row, right after 2 weeks of traveling. And fingers crossed that I stick to it. But I did love the gym. I loved going to the gym. Do you guys go to the gym when you travel? It's not something I normally do. It really isn't. But I think as I get older, if I want to keep doing these trips and I want to keep, climbing mountains in Alaska and zip lining in, Puerto Vallarta, I think I just have to do it more often. So my friend Alicia kind of inspired me. She was in the gym every single day when we were on the edge. And so whenever I get her on another cruise ship, I want to say, hey, look, see, I'm going to the gym too. And maybe that'll help me do more and more things that I just love to do.